So this is just a follow-up video for scholars who are worried about how to turn in their work. And the discussion post on lesson 3.2, on a video on lesson 3.2, sorry, about how to do your discussion post. So I figured that turning your work I would do also with 3.2, so you know what to do. So 3.2 tells us to complete the warm-up and homework on Amplify and complete the discussion post here on Google Classroom. So if you look at that video that's posted, and I'm going to put all these videos together, it'll show you how to do your discussion post, and here is the material that's for your work. So you have a walkthrough video about what you should have to do. It's 10 minutes. I know there's a lot of videos. Only watch them if you need help. You don't have to watch them if you don't, but they're there if you need it. It's also a copy of the slides. So Ms. Jackson made slides. You can go through it and get any information you may need to complete the assignment. Here you see the turn it in button. So when you finish all your work, once you write on your PDFs and you complete that discussion post and you go on Amplify, and Miss J will just open a new tab for Amplify. Do my Amplify. And you go on Amplify and you do your warm up and you do your homework. Then you're gonna go back and hit the submit button. So don't turn it in until you're done. But I do want to know that you have work done. So I'll know that you were here today working on it if I see your discussion post or if I see things that you turned in on Amplify, right? But just be mindful, you turn it in when you finish everything. So when you're like, boom, I'm done this lesson, Miss J, turn it in. Okay, so, right, we know that we log in with Clever, we hit the C, and you put in your username. Your username is your ID number. Your password should be your name for majority of students. And you're going to hit login, and that's going to take you to Amplify. So yours does not look like this. This is what Miss Jackson look like. Yours looks like this page right here. So Miss Jackson's in the wrong chapter, in the wrong lesson. So let me just go click on weather patterns, right? If it's lesson 3.2, we know we're in chapter 3, lesson 2. Right, and so Miss Jackson's going to make sure her warm-up is done. Right, I'm going to, once again, you guys don't see that, you see this. So it says introducing sources. You're going to write your answer. This, we completed in the other video. Right, we've done this in the other video. So this first one is when we wrote on our cards. So I'm just going to go back here. Let me hit the got it button. Sorry guys, got it. So you have a PDF, right? And you can write on this PDF. You can open it in your Google Drive and write it on it. I saw Christina label them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the cards. That is totally acceptable. But notice how each person has their own copy of the cards. So you don't have to worry about anybody messing on your work or doing anything like that. Okay, so once I do my discussion post, boom, that's done. And once I do my homework, so let me go back to Amplify, make sure I do my homework. Notice the homework is 2 pages, so you have an answer here, and then you have to hit save and continue to go to the second page where it shows you how to predict weather. Right. Once again, we know that we can annotate on this document, and Miss Jackson can see your documents. So highlight, make notes. Trust, you're not just doing it for fun. Miss Jackson can see it, so Miss Jackson sees this. Right, and when I go to your classwork later, I'll be able to see, oh, Jeremiah connected here, or oh, Amita thought this. So make sure that I'm seeing those lovely annotations. Okay, so now that I've done everything and I know I've done everything, I'm gonna turn it in, right? And that's how Miss J knows you're done this assignment, you're ready to move on, and I don't have to check in on you and make sure you didn't do it. Now, it does say turn in late. Don't worry about that. As long as I get your work before Sunday, it's not going to be late. What I do want you to know is if you do not hit this button, it's going to say missing. And even if you did the work, I don't necessarily know that you did your work. Right, so then you see this rubric right here. So it's, you get points for warm up, you get points for discussion posts, and you get points for homework. So you will be able to see this when Miss J grades it. So Miss Jackson's just gonna go here and grade it just to show you. So I know this is my work, so I know that I did the discussion post. I did everything for the discussion post. So what I'm gonna do is warm up. Boom. I know I completed the warm up. Discussion post. I know that I did an amazing discussion post. Homework. Miss J looked over my homework and she said it was real good. Boom. So there's that person's score right there. And then Miss Jackson's gonna return it. It's me. Boom. So then Miss Jackson's going to return it. And then you guys will be able to see your score here. So if I just refresh this page and I see what he sees, boom. So now you see that you got 100. You can talk with your teachers. So if you feel like, Miss J, I feel like I deserved a better grade on the discussion post, you can write that here. Hey, I noticed. Make sure you spell correctly, unlike Miss J did, right? You can talk back to me. And this is private, so nobody else sees it but me. So, boom. And that's how your work is graded here on Google Classroom. So, there's a lot of, I know this is new to a lot of people, but hopefully this answers some questions you guys have. Please let me know. Have a good one, guys.